Welcome to Target the Trade, where we discuss ongoing developing trades that are happening just consistently in the market over time. So what's the situation and what are we talking about? So there's this ongoing situation in Turkey where they're in an economic spiral, and then it's just been aggravated by the political system of a deadlock between the two opponents that have been voted over just this past week, and they're going to be deferring it for another week. And rarely do we ever get a chance where technical versus fundamental analysis kind of collide all in one time. And this is what's happening in Turkey. Now, Turkish Lira is the currency that is indigenous to Turkey, and it's been in a free fall for the past 5 years. I mean, it was originally exacerbated by the economic situation, and then the political situation has not just ignited it even further and has been in a free fall ever since. Now, this is a developing story. I mean, at the current time that we're watching this, it's May 17th, 2023. So this is still happening. And as it's happening, it's important to follow through with it to see how it will continuously go. Now, the elections were a deadlock this past week, and they're going to be deferred for about a month from now. And so that means there's no legislation about the economy. There's no legislation in work really until this happens. So this is really a situation where it should continue to free fall as long as there has nothing changed. There's something called the law of motion, which basically states that something would continue in its current direction unless another force moves it in another direction. So it will continue spiraling until something happens outside of it. So looking at the chart right now, I mean, we could pretty much see where we were trading in 2016 and then, the debacle of the currency. And then ever since, we continue just aggravating it to 1975, where we are right now. Now, if you look at the last bars, this is a weekly chart. You can look at the last bars. There's only a few bars, that are red. Most of them are green, which basically states that it's continuously getting weaker. Now, like I said before, law of motion states that it will continue in this direction until something outside of it changes. So suffice it to say, I'm not calling this a buy necessarily to buy the US dollar versus the Turkish lira, okay? And that's what essentially you'd be doing. What I'm saying is just follow this along, because this will be a developing story as things are going to progress closer to the next election date, and then after the results of that, and continuously going after that. So this is an ongoing story. Focus on it, take a look at it, and follow it. Thank you.